bad boy right there. I remember mentioning it, that's what I wanted was a Geffen coat. Shh. She's all scared. Cause like that's like some old school shit. Nobody really knows about that. Like everybody, I remember like seeing LL wearing like a Def Jam coat. I'm like, man, I want to have a Def Jam coat, you know? You ain't jumping on me. Get down. You're all wet.
What is it that defines a movement as a cultural milestone? Where do you draw that line? At what point does an underground movement cease to be an exercise in futility and become a point in time that changes the face of music forever? The hip-hop underground of Detroit in the mid-90s has become one of the most fabricated, replicated, and emulated musical climates in music history. Many of the people who were there to witness it have since moved on, and those who remain, they'll be quick to tell you that that point in time was unique and it'll never come again. The story of what changed it forever can be found in news headlines, MTV features, and entertainment columns anywhere you look. With the successes of Eminem, Kid Rock, Esham, Slum Village, ICP, and more, the movement gained popularity, and it became cluttered. Petty infighting broke out amongst those who had only been there originally for the love of music. As it's been said, once money and power enter a situation, everything changes. And with that, the Detroit hip-hop scene, it was never the same. And it left those who remained to search out their own fate. Our story doesn't start here, though. It begins a few years earlier, in the height of it all.
1997. Well, let's go back even earlier than that. 1993.
Yo, what up, Detroit? Sean B, Video Go-Go in the house. On the show, we got the Ruckus. What's up, fellas?
What's poppin'?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yo, I'm Hush, rapper.
Kai, chillin'.
Street team.
Okay. Tell me about the CD.
Yo, this our first CD, Quiet as Kept. Got the #2 track, Maintains, getting a little bit of airplay, just trying to pump up a little Detroit love, you know what I mean? Trying to get everybody together, trying to make everybody just unite, you know what I mean? Trying to make everybody just feel good. Trying to do any shows, don't matter. We ain't trying to get paid, you know what I mean? Right now, we're just coming out, you know, so we're trying to get on anything. We got Organized Rhyme, Maintain, Leucotomy, Rhyme Food, We Style, remixes, we got all kinds of stuff.
And that whole year, like you saw, I saw everybody from Slum Village, like performing at like Ebony Showcase on West 7 Mile, and me and M, you know, I take M to C-Note Lounge. She had never even been in there before. Yeah. And the Ruckus we're at the height of our game too, and it's like, you just know Detroit's gonna blow. You just know it. There's rappers and there's MCs, man. That's what I always believe that. I don't know, people, there's always been a big debate, like, what's the difference? And sometimes I feel like rappers don't get too involved in their own music. You know, they just write and they're worried about hooks and what's catchy and what's here for the moment. And me, I'm an MC, man. What I write, I try to keep it as deep as I can in my writing, but without losing the listener. Yeah. You know, I want them to know that I can compete with the best out there.
Especially like with the Ruckus, like.
Yeah, what happened?
Well, we had label interest from, you know, a couple people, but then everybody who was interested, you know, and like the guy from Twism, he was interested and was gonna do something. AOL and Time Warner merged. Oh my God, like hundreds of labels got dropped. And so when that happened, we were just like, shit, we're in the dumps. You know, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And you can sell anybody anything, you know. And I was just so disappointed, and I got really, really depressed and really, really down and stuff because I had a son, and I didn't want to let him down. Like I slept in this basement. Like I'll take you down there. Like it's crazy down there. There's like remnants of everything that I was down there, and it's all turned upside down now. Stop that, and I'll take you down there and show you. Yeah, like this is like the mix for We Shine that we did with Eminem. This was like they did this interview on me in this magazine. It's funny because like right after this magazine did all this is when everything kind of like went to hell. That was the first Ruckus logo ever. I drew that dude. And we were just coming in to stomp on the scene. I'm gonna sell this on eBay one day. I had been down here a year though. I was so built up with frustration and, you know, it's crazy.
What was it that made you kind of get up and move on?
It was my ma. I remember my ma just saying, "You can't stay here." That was my ma. I mean, it wasn't that she wanted to kick me out or my father wanted to kick me out. It was just like, "You can't stay here." Her telling me that you got to do it for Michael. You know, you can't just sit around. You got to do something. You know, what's he gonna say when you know he gets older? You know, you gotta provide for him. And so that was it. I just got up and then it's like that Outkast song, like you better get up, get out, or get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. You gotta get up, get out, get something. Don't spend all your time trying to get by.
In 2001, Hush began recording again. This time, it was an all-out push to get signed by a major record label.
I just try to keep myself grounded, you know, because there's so many good artists, you know, in the hip-hop community, and I try to keep my base around those same people because those are the people that I believe in the most.
This is amazing. I think this is probably going to be the best album he's ever done. But I mean, it should be that way, you know. Each next album we do should be the best one we do. But I'm glad he asked us to work on this one. I think this track is smoking, and I'm not blowing him either. You know what I mean? There's some shit on here that's really, really cool.
Who cares? Who cares? This right here is the east side, you know what I'm saying? Deep east side, Lake Point, you know what I'm saying? You see people walking down the street with their pit bulls over there. And
Is this where you grew up?
I grew up on 6 Mile and Ryan. 17226 Ryan. If you don't believe me, go check the house out. See the 50 coming on the street. You know what I'm saying? Around here, man, it can be crazy, man. That was not timed. I'm gonna let you know. The police coming down the street, my man walking down the street with a pit bull. Mom's the gangster of the family, you know what I'm saying? This is Detroit, you know what I'm saying? We might have alarms and stuff, man, but this is gangster, Mom. So happens, you know what happens. Mom's gangster, you know what I'm saying? This thing's been here since since I was little. I don't even know what the hell this is doing here. It actually, nobody even looks at this. Look, see, living in Detroit, man, you never know who might go into your bedroom. It could even be family members. That way, nobody can get in here, like baby mamas. Don't be afraid. This is my. You see, Hush is hardly here. I'm gonna let you know right now. You like how Hush talks in third person. This right here, this is Pop's seat, right here. This is his seat. This thing right here and this.